Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome for today's lecture. So, in the last lecture, we have started the unit number 4, that is transient response. So, according to triple P pattern, we have completed the initial points like this. The what will be the contents in this unit, then what will be the course outcome. After that, the title of the chapter, central idea of the chapter, then importance of the chapter, applications we have covered. Then we have started the introduction part. In that, we have discussed what is the steady state response, what is the transient state response, what is the transient time. So all those points we have completed in the previous lecture. And also we have started the first point, that is the uh, step voltage response or DC response of a RL circuit. Now, within a few minutes, I will explain once again so that we can continue the next point. So, whatever the yesterday we have completed from this bit, I will repeat once again. So, consider a circuit consists of resistor R and inductor L connected in series as shown in figure. So, inductor L and resistor R are connected in series, and for that series combination, the supply voltage, or we can consider the DC supply voltage, step voltage, is applied. So, you can give the supply voltage like this. You can show the symbol here. So, this will be the supply voltage with respect to T if you are drawing the graph. So this will be the supply voltage V you are connecting across this series combination of resistor and inductor through the switch S. Now what is the role of this switch S? It is open when time is less than 0, but when time t becomes exactly equal to 0, the switch is getting closed, and after getting close the switch, the current I will be circulated in the circuit. कारण स्विच ओपन जेव्हा होता त्यावेळेस सर्किट काय होतं, ओपन होतं. Therefore the value of current is I equal to 0. But when switch is closed at time t equal to 0, the current will start to flow in the given circuit, and according to that current there will be the voltage drop across resistor R as well as voltage drop across inductor L. So according to direction of I, here it is plus minus plus minus. नाव अजून इंडक्टर एल इज इनिशियली अनचार्ज, म्हणजे इंडक्टरवरती कुठलाच चार्ज नाही आहे किंवा त्याच्यातलं कुठलाच करंट फ्लो होत नाही इनिशियली, दॅट यू हॅव टू अजूम. नाव वेन स्विच एस इज क्लोज्ड ॲट टाइम टी इक्वल टू 0, then current I in the circuit will be. Then how to find out the expression of I? That we can find out by using the KVL. So you can apply the KVL. You can start from left hand side bottom point. So you can start from this point and go in a clockwise direction. So KVL rule आपल्याला माहित आहे. So minus to plus, that is the plus V. Next come to here, plus to minus, that's why minus R into I. Next come to here, plus to minus, that is how to find out voltage across inductor L, that is given here. VL is equal to voltage across inductor, that is L into di by dt. So minus plus minus असल्यामुळे minus L into di by dt. So minus you can keep the common, you can take outside and get cancel. Then L di by dt plus R into I is equal to V, म्हणजे कॉन्स्टंट जो आहे तो राइट हँड साइडला घ्या. फॉर हायर ऑर्डर डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन टर्म आय वॉन्ट द कोइफिशियंट 1, पण इथे L आहे. सो डिवाइड बोथ साइड बाय L. So after dividing by both side by L, di by dt is equal to R by L into I is equal to V by L. So this is, you can give the equation number 1. So if you are comparing this equation number 1 with non-homogeneous linear differential equation, non-homogeneous means what? The right hand side is non-zero. तो जर झिरो असेल तर त्याला होमोजेनियस लिनियर डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन म्हणतो, आणि तो जर नॉन झिरो असेल तर त्याला नॉन होमोजेनियस लिनियर डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन म्हणतो. ओके, just wait. Okay, now next after that, uh, you have to compare with standard non-homogeneous linear differential equation, that is dx by dt plus px is equal to k. That is the standard linear differential equation of non-homogeneous, that I have given the equation number 2. Now for this non-homogeneous linear differential equation, so solution is here. So x is equal to e raised to minus pt, integration of k into e raised to pt in with respect to t, then plus c into e raised to minus pt. If you are comparing, then x, if you are comparing this equation 2 with equation 1, you can get x is equal to I, p is equal to R by L, and k is equal to V by L. That you can write and put in the solution. Therefore the solution for equation 1 is given by I is equal to e raised to minus pt, integration of k into e raised to pt with respect to t, plus c into e raised to minus pt. So put the value of p put the value of k, then solve the integration. After that you are getting the term will get cancelled, integration properly, yeah, and after that you are getting the final expression. I is equal to v upon r plus c into e raised to minus r by l into t. I is equal to c into e raised to minus r by l into t plus v by r. This is the equation number 3. Now this is the solution for equation number 1. So equation number 1 is here. This is the non-homogeneous linear differential equation for RL circuit, whose solution is given in the equation number 3. Now solution has two parts. One is V by R, which is constant, and another is depends on time factor T. Okay, so this solution factor will consisting of 2 points. With the help of this presentation, so the equation 4 is given here. I is equal to तिथं 3 ऐवजी equation 4 घेतले suppose. So I is equal to c into e raised to minus r by l into t plus v by r. This is the solution for equation number 1. So now here the solution consisting of two parts. V by R is called as what? Steady state response. Because the value of voltage is fixed, the value of resistance is fixed, means value of that response V by R means current. That current becomes fixed. So that's why it is called as what? Steady state response. Whereas C is nothing but arbitrary constant. C into e raised to minus R by L into T, that is called as what? Transient response, because it is depending on the time factor T. It is depending on the time factor T. That's why it is called as what? Transient response. Now, if you are comparing in equation number 4, R value is given in the circuit, L value is given. So unknown is what? C. C is the unknown. So that unknown we have to find out. C is nothing but what? Arbitrary constant. That arbitrary constant if you are finding, then you can get the solution for current I. Are you getting my point? So how to find out that arbitrary constant C? That you can find out by using initial conditions. By using the initial conditions. So what will be the initial conditions? Why we are going to use the initial conditions or final conditions? That I will tell. Now to find out the value of arbitrary constant C, to find out the value of arbitrary constant C, we have to use the initial conditions. To find out the value of arbitrary constant C, we have to use the initial conditions. My initial conditions म्हणजे काय? Initial condition means before closing the switch, what is the value of current? That you have to take as a initial value. Are you getting my point? म्हणजे स्विच क्लोज झाल्यानंतर आपण रिस्पॉन्स काढतोय I चा. But when the switch was open, when switch was not closed at time t equal to 0, or before closing the switch at time t equal to 0, what will be the value of current in the circuit? That you have to find out. So here, when the switch is closed at time t equal to 0, then before switch closing, that is when time t is less than 0, that we can express like this: t is equal to 0 minus. तो 0 मायनस याचा अर्थ काय की स्विच क्लोज व्हायच्या अगोदर किंवा स्विच जेव्हा क्लोज होणार आहे, when the switch is getting close at time t equal to 0, मग त्याच्या अगोदरचा जो काही टाइम असेल, that is called as what? T is equal to 0 minus. This is the way of writing. This is the way of writing. T is equal to 0 plus म्हणजे काय? After closing the switch. So this is the new thing you are going to learn. So T is equal to 0 minus when the time is there. At that time what will be the current in the circuit? What will be the current in the circuit? काय असू शकेल? Anyone? जेव्हा स्विच ओपन होता at time t is equal to 0 minus, what will be the current in the circuit? Obviously it is 0, because the circuit becomes open circuit आणि इंडक्टर पण इनिशियली अनचार्ज आहे, त्यामुळे त्या सर्किट मधला करंट काय होता? 0 होता. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो व्हेन द टाइम इज लेस than 0, that is called as t is equal to 0 minus, the current in the circuit is I equal to 0. Now you can put t equal to 0 minus and I is equal to 0 in the equation number 4. So put I equal to 0 and t equal to 0 in equation number 4. So if you are putting I is equal to 0 here, C into e raised to minus r by l into t आहे. मग t तर 0 आहे, त्यामुळे e raised to 0 होणार, plus v by r as it is. Now next, e raised to 0 means what? E raised to 0 means it is 1. E raised to 0 is 1. So put e raised to 0 as a 1. So it becomes 0 is equal to c into c plus v by r. म्हणजे c is equal to काय होणार? Minus v by r. So this is the value of arbitrary constant c. This is the value of arbitrary constant c now. So what is the value of c? That is the minus v by r. So finally you can put the value of arbitrary constant c in the equation number 4, so that you can get the final expression. Now after putting the value of c in equation number 4, the equation 4 becomes I is equal to minus v by r into e raised to minus r by l into t plus v by r. Now if you are taking v by r as a common, जर तुम्ही v by r जर common घेतलात, so what is remaining inside that? V by r inside bracket 1 minus e raised to minus r by l into t. So this is the equation number 5. So if you are drawing the graph, जर तुम्ही ग्राफ काढलात time versus current, if you are drawing the graph time versus current, then that graph will be the exponential, that is the linearly it is rising and it is reaching at final value, that is v by r. Okay, so after certain time it is reaching another steady state. It is reaching another steady state. म्हणजे initially current value किती होता? 0 ampere. Now after some time the value of current becomes v by r. So that is the maximum value. त्या v by r current होतो, याचा अर्थ काय? इंडक्टर शॉर्ट होतो. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? मॅक्झिमम करंट किती आहे? I इज इक्वल टू v बाय r. याचा अर्थ काय? इंडक्टर शॉर्ट होतो. सो initially the inductor is connected in the circuit, the current is 0. Now after certain time the inductor becomes short circuit and current in the circuit becomes I is equal to v by r. म्हणजे दोन स्टेडी स्टेट झाले. एक स्टेडी स्टेट झाला I is equal to 0 आणि दुसरा स्टेडी स्टेट झाला I is equal to v by r. मग I is equal to 0 पासून I is equal to v by r होईपर्यंत जे काही टाइम लागेल त्या सर्किटला, तो टाइम म्हणजेच ट्रान्झिएंट पिरियड. तोच टाइम म्हणजेच ट्रान्झिएंट टाइम. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? मग तो ट्रान्झिएंट टाइम किती आहे? हाऊ मच इज द ट्रान्झिएंट टाइम? हाऊ टू कॅल्क्युलेट? दॅट यू कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस ग्राफ. सो नियरली जर तुम्ही बघितलात तर 5 to 0 पासून 5 to एवढा जो अंतर आहे तेवढा तो टाइम पिरियड असणार आहे. That is called as transient time period for RL circuit to reach from one steady state to another steady state. Okay, so this graph explains how the RL circuit is taking the time to change from one steady state to another steady state, and that period or that time is called as what? Transient period or transient time of the RL circuit due to the DC voltage response. Now next, now here time constant you can consider tau is equal to L by R. Tau is equal to L by R. मग तो किती टो झाल्यानंतर, after how much tau the RL circuit possesses the steady state, that you have to calculate. Now equation 5 becomes, if you are putting minus R by L इथं जो आहे minus R by L, if you are replacing in terms of tau, म्हणजे L tau is equal to काय? RL circuit चा tau is equal to L by R. Tau is nothing but what? Time constant, and that is also having unit second. Okay, now L is fixed, R is fixed. So if you are deciding the value of inductor and resistor, the tau will be getting decided. Now equation 5 becomes I is equal to v by r in bracket 1 minus e raised to minus t divided by tau. कारण तिथं मायनस आर बाय एल आहे, पण टोचं व्हॅल्यू काय? एल बाय आर आहे, त्यामुळे मायनस टी डिवायडेड बाय टो. नाव how to decide what will be the value of transient period, transient time? That we can put one by one by putting now when t is equal to 1 2, म्हणजे जेव्हा टाइम t equal to 1 2 ठेवणार आहे तेव्हा काय येते रिस्पॉन्स बघा. I of t is equal to, t is replaced by 1 2. So wherever t is there, you can put that tau. So e raised to minus tau divided by tau, that becomes e raised to minus 1. Okay, that is given here. That is e raised to minus 1. असं तुम्ही जर कंटिन्यू केलात that after 5 to, you can observe that after 5 to, the value of steady state almost reaches the 99% point 99.8%, म्हणजे almost 100% तो reach होतो. Means that is converting nearly V by R. So whatever the period is there from 0 to 5 to, that period is called as transient time. That we have proved mathematically. हे mathematically proof आहे त्याचा. Why the transient time for the RL circuit is 5 to. Now next one, after 5 to, the transient part reaches the steady state. Now after that, you can easily find, once you get the value of I, that is current, you can easily find out the voltage across resistor, voltage across inductor. That formulas are given. VR means voltage across resistor, that you can find I into R. I चं value दिलेलं आहे V by R into 1 minus e raised to minus R by L into T, and R will get cancelled. That remaining expression is for VR. Similarly, VL is equal to L into di by dt. मग आयचं एक्सप्रेशन माहिती आहे, त्याचं डेरिवेशन घ्या, ते कॅन्सल केल्यानंतर तुम्हाला व्होल्टेज अक्रॉस इंडक्टर मिळेल. ओके, सो these two derivations or these two formulas will help to find out the voltage across resistor and voltage across inductor. So this is the description here. If the question is like this, state and explain किंवा explain the DC response of a series RL circuit, then you have to write up to this point. If the question is like this, explain the step voltage response for a RL circuit, then also you have to write the same answer. म्हणजे ते क्वेश्चन कसंही विचारू शकतात. In a number of times in university examination they asked this question. Explain the step voltage response of RL circuit. Explain the DC response of RL circuit. So whatever the point we have started under the DC response or step voltage response of RL circuit, from that point you have to start and you have to end up to this point. Okay, that is the voltage across resistor and voltage across inductor. Up to this point you have to write it. So this derivation will help you to write the answer of that particular question here. म्हणजे क्वेश्चन दोन टाइपचे विचारू शकतात, स्टेप व्होल्टेज रिस्पॉन्स और DC response of a RL circuit. So up to this point everyone understood. If any queries are there, you can freely ask. Now we can solve the numerical example now. If any queries you have, you can freely ask. Okay. Question number 1. Consider the circuit. Consider the circuit shown in figure. Determine current I, voltage across resistor and voltage across inductor when switch S is closed at time t equal to 0. Okay, now the circuit diagram is given like this. This is the switch, this is the resistor, this is the inductor. The supply voltage is connected, that is the plus minus 60 volt. So inductor value is given as 15H, resistor value is given as 30 ohm. The switch is connected, the switch name is S, which is connected at time t equal to 0, or it is closing at time t equal to 0. So you have to find out the expression I of t. So how to find out now? So there is a fixed method, so we can start the solution. Now when switch S is closed, the switch S is closed at t equal to 0, we can determine current I. We can determine current I by using KVL. Okay, now once again you can draw the diagram. Now switch you can show that closed. This is the resistor, this is the inductor, this is the supply voltage plus minus 60 volt, resistor is 30 ohm and inductor is 15H. The switch is closed at time t equal to 0. Now according to this current I, the voltage drop across 30 ohm is like this, plus minus, already here plus minus there. Now you can apply the KVL here. So we can write now KVL, just write. So 60 minus 30 into I minus 15 into di by dt. Voltage across inductor means L into di by dt. So L value is 15 here. Now here, if you are finding 60 minus 30 into I minus 15 di by dt is equal to 0. Now taking the minus common and 60 into right hand side, this becomes 15 into di by dt plus 30 into I, and this 60 goes to the right hand side, becomes 60 म्हणजे minus common काढल्यानंतर. Now divide both side by 15, divide both side by 15 here, so that you can get why 15, because I want the coefficient 1 for higher order differential equation. So di by dt 30 divided by 15 means 2I is equal to 60 divided by 15 means 4. So this is the equation number 1 here. Okay, just wait. Now next one. Now the solution for equation 1 is I is equal to C into e raised to minus pt plus plus e raised to minus pt integration of k into e raised to plus pt with respect to dt. So this is the equation number 2. Now here if you are comparing here, p is equal to 2 म्हणजे इक्वेशन नंबर मध्ये p is equal to 2, k is equal to 4, so that you can put in this above equation. So I is equal to, this c is arbitrary constant, okay. So here, if you are comparing the p is equal to 2, k is equal to 4 from the equation number 1, so you can put this p value and k value in equation number 2. So I is equal to c into e raised to minus 2t, because p is the value 2, k is the 4, then I is equal to c into e raised to minus 2t plus e raised to minus 2t integration of 4 into e raised to plus 2t with respect to t. आता तुम्ही हा टर्म जो आहे c into e raised to minus 2t keep as it is. Now e raised to minus 2t keep as it is. 4 you can take outside. So what is the integration of e raised to 2t? Integration of e raised to 2t चं काय येणार आन्सर with respect to t? So that will be the e raised to 2t divided by 2. Okay, that is the integration of e raised to 2t. So you can put there. So what will becomes here, e raised to 2t divided by 2, and 2 and 4 will get cancelled. There will be 2. Now final value of I is equal to 2 into current e raised to minus 2t into e raised to plus 2t, that becomes e raised to 0. मग e raised to 0 ची व्हॅल्यू किती असतो 1. So already 2 is there, so that 2 we can take first. I is equal to 2 plus c into e raised to minus 2t. So this is the equation number 2, but still we not got the final value because we need to find out the arbitrary constant c. आपल्याला आर्बिट्ररी कॉन्स्टंट फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे, दॅट इज नथिंग बट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ सी. वन्स यू गेट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ सी, then you can get the final answer of current I. Okay, so how to find out this value of C? That you can find out by using the initial condition. So how to use the initial condition? Why we are going to use the initial condition? Because we are going to find out the value of arbitrary constant C from the equation number 3. Now before closing the switch कधी क्लोज होणार आहे at time t equal to 0. So at time t equal to 0 the switch yes is closed, but there is a one property of the inductor. मग इंडक्टरचं प्रॉपर्टी काय आहे? द इंडक्टर डज नॉट अलाउ द सडन चेंज इन करंट. द इंडक्टर डज नॉट अलाउज द सडन चेंज इन करंट. म्हणजे त्याला तुम्ही समजा अगोदर 5 एम्पियर करंट दिलेला इंडक्टरला, लगेच तुम्ही जर 6 एम्पियर करंट दिलात तर इंडक्टर लगेच त्याला रिस्पॉन्स करत नाही, त्याला थोडा अपोज करतो. तो जो चेंज होणार आहे ना 5 एम्पियर पासून 6 एम्पियर, त्या चेंजेसला तो थोडा वेळ अपोज करतो. दॅट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ इंडक्टर. सो आफ्टर सम टाइम्स then it will allows. After some times then it will allows. That is the special property of the inductor. So even though you are closing the switch at time t equal to 0, the inductor does not allow the sudden change in current. म्हणजे प्रिव्हियस करंट किती होता इंडक्टरचा क्लोज व्हायच्या अगोदर स्विच? 0 एम्पियर, बरोबर आहे. मग जेव्हा स्विच सडनली क्लोज झाला ॲट टाइम टी इक्वल टू 0, तरीही काही वेळापुरता इंडक्टर मधला करंट 0च राहणार आहे. जरी स्विच क्लोज झाला तरी काही वेळापुरता. मग तो वेळ किती? व्हॉट विल बी द टाइम? दॅट इज टाइम नथिंग बट टी इज इक्वल टू 0 प्लस. द टाइम इज कॉल्ड एज व्हॉट? 0 प्लस. means even though you are closing the switch at time t equal to 0, for some time, that some time is nothing but 0 plus. Okay, for some times the current in the inductor remains as a previous current. मग इंडक्टर मधलं करंट काय असणार आहे? प्रिव्हियस करंटच असणार आहे. मग प्रिव्हियस करंट किती होता? 0 एम्पियर. तो 0 एम्पियर तो घेणार आफ्टर सम टाइम when the switch is getting closed. That's why even though for time t equal to 0 plus the switch is closed, the current in the inductor remains 0. That is I is equal to 0. So you can put this condition t equal to 0 plus म्हणजे 0 and I is equal to 0 in the equation number 3. So put t equal to 0 and I equal to 0 in equation number 3. So if you are putting in equation number 3, I0 equal to 2 plus c into e raised to minus 2 into 0. म्हणजे e raised to 0. e raised to 0 म्हणजे किती? e raised to 0 means 1. It gives the 1. So 0 is equal to 2 plus c. So what is the value of c then? The value of c becomes minus 2. So you got now arbitrary constant value. That is the c is equal to minus 2. Now you can put this c value again in equation number 3. c चं व्हॅल्यू आता काय करायचं? इक्वेशन नंबर 3 मध्ये ठेवायचं. So put this in equation number 3 so that we get I is equal to 2 minus 2 into e raised to minus 2t. कारण 2 तर ऑलरेडी आहे. c चं व्हॅल्यू मायनस असल्यामुळे minus 2 into e raised to minus 2 into t. This will give the equation number 4. So this is the answer of your question. Determine the current I. Okay, एक आन्सर तुम्हाला आलेला आहे. Up to this anyone any type of doubt, any queries? इथपर्यंत काय अडचण? Any queries? Okay, now you can find out voltage across resistor. Now you got the answer of determine the current I. Okay, so you got the answer. I is equal to 2 minus 2 into e raised to minus 2t. So that is shown here in the equation number 4. Now the second question is find out the voltage across the resistor and find out the voltage across inductor. So voltage across resistor, you can find out this formula. You can use voltage across in resistor is VR is equal to R into I. R चं व्हॅल्यू माहित आहे, that is given in the diagram, that is the 30. So 30 into I चं व्हॅल्यू पण माहित आहे, इक्वेशन नंबर 4 मध्ये दिलंय. I you can put in one bracket 2 minus 2 into e raised to minus 2t. त्यातला 2 जर कॉमन काढला तर काय होईल? VR is equal to 60 in bracket 1 minus e raised to minus 2t. That is the equation number 5. आणि त्याचं युनिट काय असणार आहे? व्होल्ट, because it is a voltage across resistor. Similarly you can find out voltage across inductor. So voltage across inductor how you can find out? VL is equal to L into di by dt. L चं व्हॅल्यू दिलेलं आहे, that is a 15 Henry. 15 into di by dt, I you can put there. So 2 minus 2 into e raised to minus 2t चं derivation घ्या with respect to t. So derivation of 2 is 0, that is given here. 2 common काढू शकता. Derivation of 1 is 0. Now next derivation of that 2 into e raised to minus 2t, that will give 2 into e raised to minus 2t. So after that final value you can get, that is VL is equal to 15 into 2 into 2, that is 60. 60 into e raised to minus 2t, and as it is voltage, the unit is also volt here. So in this way they can ask the numerical examples based on the DC response of RL circuit. Are you getting my point? So second example we can start now. Quickly I will revise the second example, which is very important. So this question was asked in university question paper for 6 marks. So find I of t. Find I of t for time t equal to greater than 0 किंवा t greater than or equal to 0. तुम्हाला करंट फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे when the time t is greater than or equal to 0. The switch S is at position 1 for long time. तो स्विच जो S आहे तो पोझिशन 1 वरती खूप वेळापर्यंत आहे. Switch S is at position 1 for long time. Remember this word is very important. Now it is change, म्हणजे स्विच इज चेंज फ्रॉम पोझिशन 1 टू पोझिशन 2, म्हणजे पोझिशन 1 कडून पोझिशन 2 कडे चाललंय स्विच. नाउ when it is moving when the time t equal to 0. जेव्हा टाइम t equal to 0 होतो तेव्हा तो स्विच पोझिशन 1 कडून पोझिशन 2 कडे जाणार आहे. म्हणजे before moving the switch from 1 to 2, the switch was remaining at position 1 only for long time. म्हणजे टाइम मधून जर कन्सिडर केलात, when the time t is less than 0, the switch is at position 1. The switch is at position 1. Now when time t is equal to 0 किंवा greater than or equal to 0, at that time the switch was at position 2. t इक्वल टू 0 किंवा t ग्रेटर दॅन 0 म्हणला की स्विचचा पोझिशन कुठं असणार आहे, पोझिशन 2 ला. आणि स्विच जेव्हा टाइम t इज लेस दॅन 0 असेल तेव्हा पोझिशन 1 असणार आहे. सो दिस इज द इम्पॉर्टंट, द वर्डिंग इज देअर, यू कॅन रिमेंबर, बिकॉज based on this only you can find out the initial conditions and final conditions. But what you have to find out, the current I of t. Okay, now we can solve this example now. Here first of all observe the diagram observe करा carefully. त्या डायग्राम मध्ये रेजिस्टर व्हॅल्यू आणि इंडक्टर व्हॅल्यू दिलेला आहे, which are connected in series with each other. So 25 ohm is connected in series with inductor 0.02 Henry. So this is the series RL circuit. Now the switch S is shown here. The position 1 and position 2. Position 1 म्हणजे काय, 25 volt सप्लाय आहे, आणि पोझिशन 2 म्हणजे काय, 50 volt सप्लाय आहे. So both are the DC supply, both are the DC voltage. Are you getting my point? So when the switch was at position 1, it is connected to 25 volt. When the switch is at position 2, it is connecting with 50 volt. Are you getting my point? So this is the behavior of the circuit you have to understand. Now next we can start to solve this example. We have to find out the current I of t when the time t is greater than or equal to 0. Now when the switch S is changed to position 2 from position 1, when the switch S is changed to position 2 from position 1, म्हणजे नवीन पोझिशन घ्यायचं, आता स्विचचा नवीन पोझिशन घ्यायचा. आता स्विच कुठून मूव्ह होणार आहे, पोझिशन 1 पासून पोझिशन 2 कडे मूव्ह होणार आहे, त्यामुळे न्यू पोझिशन जे असते ना तो घ्यायचा. Now when switch S is changed from position 1 to position 2 at time t equal to 0, we can apply the KVL. मग आता स्विचचं पोझिशन तुम्हाला सेकंड पोझिशन जे आहे ते दाखवायचा. फर्स्ट तुम्ही डॉटेड दाखवा. आता सेकंड पोझिशन म्हणजे कुठं, 50 वोल्टला कनेक्ट दाखवा. मग आता सर्किट कुठला असणार आहे, द सर्किट इज लाईक दिस, इट इज क्लोज लूप. नाव in this circuit 50 volt source is there, 25 ohm resistor is there, inductor is there 0.02 Henry. ओके, तीनच कंपोनेंट येणार, एक 50 वोल्ट सोर्स, एक 25 ओम रजिस्टर आणि एक 0.02 हेनरी इंडक्टर. नाउ नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, once you are getting the switch at position 2 at time t equal to 0, the current I will be circulated, okay, in a clockwise direction. का clockwise का घ्यायचा, अकॉर्डिंग टू सप्लाय व्होल्टेज. सप्लाय व्होल्टेज बघा की प्लस वरती आणि मायनस खाली आहे, त्यामुळं त्या स्विचचं पोझिशन काय असणार आहे, त्या करंटचं पोझिशन काय असणार आहे, क्लॉकवाईज. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस करंट I, देर विल बी द व्होल्टेज ड्रॉप अक्रॉस रजिस्टर, त्यामुळे इथं प्लस घेतलंय, इथं मायनस घेतलंय. इंडक्टरच्या अक्रॉस दिस इज द प्लस, दिस इज द मायनस. नाव यू कॅन अप्लाय द KVL इन अ सेकंड लूप. आता इथून स्टार्ट करा. You can start from this point, go in a clockwise direction. आता minus to plus 50, that's why plus 50. Next minus to plus to minus दिसते, त्यामुळे minus 25 into I. नेक्स्ट इंडक्टरच्या अक्रॉस व्होल्टेज कसं फाइंड आउट करायचं? L इंटू di/dt. L चं व्हॅल्यू किती आहे? 0.02. पण इथं प्लस अगोदर दिसत असल्यामुळे मायनस 0.02 इंटू di/dt इज इक्वल टू 0. इथपर्यंत कळालं का? या स्टेप पर्यंत. Up to this step, everyone understood? Any queries? If any queries are there, you can ask, because this step is very important. इथं जर चुकलात तर पुढचं सगळं चुकणार आहे. Any queries? काय करायचं पहिलं बघा, स्विचचं न्यू पोझिशन काय आहे? स्विचचं न्यू पोझिशन हे आहे की तो ऍट टाइम t इक्वल टू 0 पोझिशन 1 कडून पोझिशन 2 कडे चाललेला आहे. म्हणजे स्विचचं नवीन पोझिशन काय आहे? पोझिशन 2. So position 2 means the switch is connected to 50 volt source. Now when switch is closing at connected at 50 volt source, you have to find out the current I of t. According to that, you can apply the KVL in the loop. So according to current I, there will be the voltage drop across resistor and voltage drop across inductor. So according to that, you can mark the plus and minus of the voltage drop. And once you get ensure, you can apply the KVL in a clockwise direction. So after applying the KVL, you will get this equation that is I have shown here. Now next, higher order you can take first of all 0.02 into di/dt. Next plus 25 into I is equal to 50. म्हणजे मायनस काय केलंय? कॉमन काढलेलं आहे. नाव फॉर हायर ऑर्डर देर इज अ 0.02 इज देअर. पण तिथं आपल्याला कोएफिशियंट काय पाहिजे? हाय ऑलवेज 1 पाहिजे. तिथं कोएफिशियंट कधी पण 1 पाहिजे हायर ऑर्डर साठी. पण तिथं किती आहे? 0.02 आहे. त्यामुळे काय करायचं? डिवाइड बोथ साइड बाय 0.02. दोन्ही साइडने काय करायचं? 0.02 ने डिवाइड करायचं. सो आफ्टर दॅट यू कॅन गेट दिस एक्सप्रेशन di/dt प्लस, आता मला सांगा 25 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02 सांगा मला किती येत आहे? 25 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02. टेक द कॅल्क्युलेटर अँड टेल मी किती येते सांगा. किती येत आहे? 25 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02. प्लीज एनीवन. 25 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02. 25 भागिले 0.02. Yes. So I have written there 1.8 नाही राजा, 1250. 1250. 25 भागिले 0.02. कारण मी काय म्हणले? डिवाइड बोथ साइड बाय 0.02. बरोबर आहे. मग di/dt प्लस 25 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02 गिव्स द 1250 इंटू I इज इक्वल टू, आता राईट हँड साइडला काय? 50 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02 करा. 50 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02. 50 डिवायडेड बाय 0.02. तो किती येणार आहे? 2500 येते का बघा. येस. सो इट इज द 2.2500. 2500. ओके. आता इथपर्यंत कळालं. दॅट इज द इक्वेशन नंबर 1. दॅट इज द इक्वेशन नंबर 1. आता हा इक्वेशन नंबर 1 म्हणजे काय? लिनियर डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन ऑफ ऑर्डर 1. ओके. ऑर्डर 1 कसं? कारण di/dt आहे. जर तिथं d²i/dt² असलं असतं तर सेकंड ऑर्डर. जर तिथं d3i/dt³ असेल तर थर्ड ऑर्डर. पण आपल्याला थर्ड ऑर्डरचे इक्वेशन नसतात. ओनली 1 or 2. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर किंवा सेकंड ऑर्डर. नाव di/dt प्लस 1250 into I is equal to 2500. That is the equation number 1. and this is the non-homogeneous linear differential equation. Why it is non-homogeneous? Because the right hand side is not 0, it is 2500. मग ह्याचं सोल्युशन काय, ह्याचं सोल्युशन काय, दॅट इज गिवन हियर. सो दॅट इज आय इज इक्वल टू सी इंटू ई रेस टू मायनस पी टी प्लस ई रेस टू मायनस पी टी इंटिग्रेशन ऑफ के इंटू ई रेस टू प्लस पी टी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टी. आता पी म्हणजे काय, पी इज नथिंग बट 1250. पीचं व्हॅल्यू काय असणार आहे 1250 आणि केचं व्हॅल्यू काय असणार आहे 2500. सो पुट इन अबोव इक्वेशन, या इक्वेशन मध्ये ठेवा. Okay, so what you are getting now, you are getting the expression of I. So you can solve the integration by putting the value of p and k. I is equal to c into e raised to minus 1250 into t plus e raised to minus 1250 into t integration of k means 2500 into e raised to minus plus 1250 into t with respect to t. आता तुम्ही 2500 कॉन्स्टंट बाहेर घ्या. नेक्स्ट इंटिग्रेशन सॉल्व करा. इंटिग्रेशन तुम्हाला सांगितलं मगाशीच. हा जर तुम्ही कॅन्सल केला दॅट विल गिव्ह द 2. सो आय इज इक्वल टू 2 प्लस सी इंटू ई रेस टू मायनस 1250 इंटू टी. सो दिस इज द इक्वेशन नंबर 2. आता काय राहिलं ह्याच्यात फाइंड आउट करायचं, व्हॉट इज रिमेनिंग हियर. दिस इज नॉट द फायनल व्हॅल्यू, दिस इज द नॉट द फायनल आन्सर. वाय? Why this is final answer is not there? Anyone? हा तुमचा फायनल आन्सर नाहीये. वाय? एनीवन कॅन टेल? Quick, because you don't know the value of c. Because you don't know the value of c, that is arbitrary constant. So how to find out that arbitrary constant value? For that you have to use the initial condition. For that you have to use the initial condition. So how to find out the answer of that arbitrary constant c? So we can start now. So initial condition is what? आता initial condition काय? When the switch S is at position 1. म्हणजे switch S हा पोझिशन 1 वरती होता अगोदर, दॅट इज द इनिशियल कंडिशन. मग त्यावेळेस करंटचं व्हॅल्यू किती होतं? एनीवन कॅन टेल व्हॉट विल बी द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ करंट when the switch was at position 1? आणि तिथे एक वर्ड यूज केलाय बघा, द स्विच यस इज ॲट पोझिशन 1 फॉर लॉंग टाइम. दॅट लॉंग टाइम वर्ड इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, नाव आता स्विचचं पोझिशन मी कुठं दाखवणार, प्रिव्हियसचा पोझिशन 1 ला दाखवणार. मग पोझिशन 1 ला सप्लाय किती होता? चला फास्ट आन्सर द्या सो दॅट वी कॅन कम्प्लीट विदिन 5 मिनिट. पोझिशन 1 म्हणजे कुठला व्होल्टेज, कुठल्या व्होल्टेजला कनेक्ट होणार तो आता? येस 25 वोल्टला तो कनेक्ट होणार. येस 25 वोल्टला तो कनेक्टेड असणार ना. जेव्हा तो 25 वोल्टला कनेक्टेड असणार, दॅट इज द पोझिशन 1. ॲट दॅट टाइम व्हॉट विल बी द स्टेटस ऑफ इंडक्टर? इंडक्टरचं बिहेवियर काय असणार आहे? बिकॉज ऑफ द वर्ड आपण काय यूज करतोय, लॉंग टर्म. लॉंग टाइमला इंडक्टर कनेक्ट झालेला आहे. सो आय विल टेल द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ इंडक्टर दॅट इज गिवन ॲज अ नोट पॉइंट हियर. When the supply voltage is connected across the inductor for long time, then inductor becomes short. हा जो नोट पॉइंट आहे ना, that you can remember. This is very useful. When the supply voltage, any supply voltage, किती काय असू देत तो व्हॅल्यू, when any supply voltage is connected across the inductor for long time, then inductor becomes short because the current becomes fixed. Current becomes constant. त्यात इंडक्टर मधला जो करंट जाणार आहे तो कॉन्स्टंट होणार आहे, त्यामुळे इंडक्टर काय होणार आहे, शॉर्ट होणार आहे. दिस इज अ स्पेशल अनदर प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ इंडक्टर. पहिलं प्रॉपर्टी काय होतं, इंडक्टर डज नॉट अलाउ द सडन चेंज इन करंट. अँड सेकंड प्रॉपर्टी इज व्हॉट, when the any supply voltage or any constant current is passing through inductor after long time, then inductor becomes short. According to that, inductor I have shown short here in the circuit. The switch is at position 1. Then 25 volt is connected. Resistor वरती काय चेंज, रेजिस्टर वरती काय इफेक्ट होत नाही, रेजिस्टर रिमेन्स ॲज इट इज. पण करंटचं व्हॅल्यू काय दाखवलं मी, आय ऑफ मायनस झिरो, झिरो मायनस दाखवलंय. एनीवन कॅन टेल वाय आय शोन आय ऑफ झिरो मायनस, आय ऑफ झिरो मायनस असं का लिहिलंय? नो नो, झिरो मायनस व्हॉट इट इंडिकेट्स? झिरो मायनस म्हणजे काय? येस, इट इज अ टाइम. म्हणजे स्विच कधी मूव्ह होणार आहे सेकंड पोझिशनला, टी इक्वल टू झिरोला. मग टी इक्वल टू झिरोला जर मूव्ह होणार असेल, त्याच्या अगोदरचं टाइम म्हणजे काय, झिरो मायनस. किंवा आपण असं म्हणतो टी इज लेस दॅन झिरो, त्यालाच दुसरा अर्थ काय, टी इज इक्वल टू झिरो मायनस. t is less than 0 means t is equal to 0 minus. So when the switch was at position 1, at that time the current in the circuit is I of 0 minus. So what will be the answer here? So use this diagram and tell me the what is the value of I of 0 minus, that is given here. That is I of 0 minus is equal to total voltage 25 divided by total resistance 25. So 25 divided by 25, it will give the 1 ampere current. कारण इंडक्टर तो शॉर्ट झालेला आहे. बिकॉज why, that is given in the note point. Because when the supply voltage is connected across the inductor for long time, or any constant current is flowing through inductor for long time, then inductor becomes short, due to which the current in the circuit is 25 divided by 25, and that will give the 1 ampere current. Are you getting my point? Everyone understood? So concept is very important for this chapter. Now after that, put t equal to 0 minus and I is equal to 1 ampere. म्हणजे जेव्हा टाइम t equal to 0 minus होता, तेव्हा करंट किती मिळाला आपल्याला, 1 ampere. So put these two values in equation number 2. मग इक्वेशन नंबर 2 मध्ये I चे व्हॅल्यू 1 ठेवा, कारण 1 ampere आहे. is equal to plus 2 as it is, प्लस c इंटू ई रेस टू मायनस 1250 ॲज इट इज. टीचं व्हॅल्यू काय असणार आहे आता, झिरो मायनस किंवा झिरो. ओके, नाव ई रेस टू झिरो मीन्स 1, ई रेस टू झिरो मीन्स 1, म्हणजे हा टर्म टोटल काय होणार आहे, 1 होणार आहे. नाव 1 इज इक्वल टू 2 प्लस सी. then what is the value of c? c is equal to 1 minus 2 म्हणजेच minus 1. so final the value of c is, we are getting, that is c is equal to minus 1. So finally you can put this value of c in equation number 2 and you will get the final answer. So the solution for equation 1 is I is equal to 2 minus 1 into e raised to minus 1250 into t, and as this is a current, the unit is ampere, and this current is for time t is greater than 0. सो हा प्रॉब्लेम तुम्हाला 4 मार्क 6 मार्काला विचारलेलं होतं. सो सच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन्स दे कॅन आस्क इन द MCQ also. Are you getting my point? So everyone understood this example? If any queries are there regarding this example, you can freely ask. So this will end your DC response of RL circuit. In the next lecture, we are discussing the DC response of RC circuit, म्हणजे resistor and capacitor. So if any queries are there, you can ask now regarding this RL circuit, and two numerical examples today we have solved. If any queries are there, you can ask, otherwise we can stop here. Any queries? No queries? Okay.